right, so let's get to this next discussion topic. What are you most excited about with the next generation of consoles? So this is talking about the Xbox Series X and S, the new PS5, and I guess we'll call it the light version, which simply just doesn't have a disk drive in it, and everything that's coming with it. So that's including the Xbox Game Pass, and I guess all of the exclusives that you're going to see coming from PlayStation in the near future. Bethesda being bought up by Microsoft, all that good shit. Which I'm most excited about.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. For me, I think this next upcoming year, I'm not gonna buy them when it's a mess right now. For me, I'm a big I've been giving it to GameStop probably these last 2 years because I'm very patient and I'll wait until, GameStop's slowly going out of business. So I'm just waiting. I get notices all the time because I'm a GameStop rewards member. So you can go there and they'll be like, oh, you can buy 2 used games and get one free and so on and so forth. So sometimes I'll go there, turn in some games. I'll basically get that and then usually get games for $20 and I'll have 3 games. So I'm very patient waiting on those deals to do that. But that being said, with the new digital, because I was one of those people when Xbox One first came out and they were talking about, hey, we're just going to go all digital. I was like, you out of your mind? I need to get some resale out of these discs and that kind of stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it and really looking at it, the new wave is going to be digital. So with both of these systems coming out, both of these consoles coming out digital, I think that is a huge, big deal, especially just how things are going to change. So I don't know what pricing is going to be. I doubt that they're going to, come down off of that $60 cost. But, with especially with Microsoft buying all the Bethesda games and Microsoft really trying to do their best to get those, really great titles to put with them, because I think Xbox does have that kind of potential, but PlayStation just has heavy hitters, just straight up heavy hitters. With Miles Morales coming out, God of War, Ragnarok coming out, and all of these things that are just being there, and just how crisp and crazy these systems are going to be. This next year, I'm buying both. I've never done that before. I usually get one, ride out, and then, it is what it is. I'll get over. But I think what did it for me this past year is I haven't played Spider-Man. I've watched so many Twitches and so many things about it. I'm just man, I'm not doing this to myself again. I'm going to get the PS5 and I'm going to get the Xbox Series X. So I'm super excited for both of them. There's so much potential. And really trying to see if they'll do cross-play. Sometime they have to, right? There's no way that, this is just a potential, but there's no way that they can't figure out some way to be able to do that. I know they're, in their big battles right now, but who's to know? Somebody with an app or somebody can come up with that and just work, get pay PlayStation and Microsoft just to say, hey, here's my app. This is what I'm trying to do, trying to put everybody on at least something. So it may work. I'm just hoping it. Super excited for the next ones that's coming up.
Well, I PC game most of the day, but when I saw that PS5, I kid you not, I was but a boy, and now I'm a man. You ever lose?
Hell no!
I was losing my virginity. It felt like I just been to a Twinkie. It felt so strong and good. It felt like you just got a handshake from your father after years of neglect. It was just such a powerful moment when I saw Demon Souls Remastered. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to commit arson. I don't know. I just had to commit a crime equally enough to the satisfaction I felt. It was just such an intense emotion going over me. So PS5 probably. Xbox One's looking like garbage right now, but I'm still gonna bite it because I'm a shill. I don't know what Nintendo's doing, but they need to get their shit together. But they're releasing a lot of new PC stuff, so I'm excited about that. That's literally it. That's it.
And Costeros giving us more proof that he's an anime protagonist, talking about shaking your father's hand after years of neglect.
Like, look, I came back on the part where this motherfucker said Xbox wanted some garbage. I'm like, station is literally rolling out all of the things that Xbox did last gen. It's literally came from saying, "Oh, we believe in generations," introducing some half-ass Game Pass fucking ganger. You're basically going to be able to play game. Xbox Game Pass, you can play everything currently right now, and they've already said all of their first-party games are going to be introduced immediately on Xbox Game Pass. Already bought Bethesda and all of their entities, means that either to get your money by putting them on both platforms or make them a single platform game. So either way, they're...
Yeah, I can't cap you there. That's completely accurate. But let me
for Xbox to establish themselves as more. I've already seen Game Pass as one of the most innovative things to happen to gaming in the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. Yeah,
it's like the Netflix of fucking gaming.
Pretty much.
My thing is, though, what's the use of actually buying the Xbox console if you can just have a PC and just get the Xbox Game Pass for $10 a month and have access to all those games?
They not calling it the X Pass?
Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, X Pass sounds like a better name.
Damn.
It's like when I pass my ex to the homies, the X Pass.
She belongs to the streets, so to the she shall return. Yeah, but
yes,
yeah. So what's the use of actually buying the console? I'm guessing I'm asking you this in this question, Lord B.
Lord B, is he eating the pizza? Is he chilling?
I guess just from, because I have an Xbox, so just from this, I don't really do see. I think it's just, you can get a controller for your PC. I don't really see the difference there. I probably have to do a little bit more research just to see, but I mean that's a valid point, barring anything. But I mean, you could just buy a PC and you really wouldn't have to have an Xbox. But I don't know if there's something that is, I don't know, I guess from a gaming perspective, that kind of gears it toward there. Because right now you can cross-play. I know at least with Call of Duty, you can cross-play Xbox and PC right now. I know you can definitely do that, but it's not really cross-play. It's not really cross-play because if you have a PC, you pretty much got Microsoft, and Microsoft works off of that. So,
you got you back, Lord B? Maybe he's having some audio issues, but yeah, I mean, I guess I'll squeeze my comment in while we wait for him to pop up. My history is PS2, Xbox 360, PS3. So based off of, PS4. So based off that trajectory, it sounds like I'll get an Xbox next, but I'm not really sure. I'm really just gonna let it vibe out. Like, more of the reason why I even went back to the PS4 at this time was because I was like, they finally about to drop like Kingdom Hearts. So when I heard about that noise, I was like, all right, let me just get a PS4 now so that I can make sure I can get it when it drops. But that was pretty much the only reason why that was like the only real reason that I picked one over the other. In any case, I'm kind of like flexible to both. So it's really just going to depend on like, one, what everybody around me's gotten, two, what games interest me the most that's on both of them, and three, if like my PC just doesn't cut it for me as far as that, if I feel like I want a system. But I'm definitely, like, I think someone else alluded to it, like, I'm not rushing to get any of these two like systems. Like, I wasn't any of the guys who try to put in those like pre-orders for the PS5. Like, I'm definitely gonna wait and let it marinate a little bit before I take advantage.
Hey, look, as far as innovation, as far as value goes, Xbox has it in the bag. They're basically telling you that they want you to bring your controllers last gen. They want you to be able to play your from the last 3 gen. They're giving you these things. PlayStation is literally lying to their fan base. Oh, we believe in generations. We believe in generations. And then to introduce some half-assed Game Pass doppelganger, just telling you that they're copying everything that Xbox is.
All right, so here goes my argument for that whole thing. I have a history of dating people that are extremely toxic and have red flags. So, PlayStation has given me many red flags and has told me it's going to change, even though before it said it wasn't going to. Just like my exes. I always go back to my exes. So therefore, that's my argument why I'm a PlayStation fan.
Yeah. Wow.
You like to date the hind hoes. Haptic feedback, that's last gen. I want to chick this into new thing.
Nah.
Well, what I will ask though is, do you think, because once again, PlayStation owned by Sony, gigantic ass motherfucking company, if you think about it, is the gaming revenue really like justifying them put it, like, do you really think they got their eyes on it the same way like Nintendo, whose core thing is gaming, or Microsoft, who probably like a significant portion of their business is the gaming division? So like,
so just from obviously, just from my perspective, like I have stock in Sony, like no crap. So I have sat down and like read like through their paperwork and gone through all of their financials and gone through. Their PlayStation, the gaming part of PlayStation, is only 30% of their income, at least from 2019, of what goes into actual Sony. So, like you said before, Sony's a beast. I'm not even going to sit here and lay stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can just go look at it and that kind of stuff. So, I would agree. I think their division, PlayStation as a division, is going to go really strong. But it's kind of like what Lord B was saying. Like I don't know if they're not going to put as much work as probably what Xbox is going to. And that's because PlayStation has already gone through that point of, hey, we've got heavy hitters. We've been out doing this longer than Xbox. They've already got a base where it's just like PlayStation or die. So they've already kind of gone through that point. So kind of right now they can just put out those regular things. Not saying they're putting out trash, but they're putting out things that, you know, they know are going to be consistent and they're going to do well. Plus, with everything that's going on right now, with the pandemic, like that's what's keeping them buoyant, believe it or not. That's exactly what's keeping them buoyant at this point.
I got 3 words for you. God of War.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what's keeping them buoyant. They're going to keep putting out those titles.
Dramas. Yeah, good for it. Like literally, Last of Us, all about getting. Oh, you took this away from me. I'm gonna get it back by any means necessary.
I got you. So let's use just back to my ex analogy right quick, because I was low key serious. But let's do it like this. Xbox has a lot of things, like a lot of stuff. Xbox Game Pass, stuff like that. People use it for shooters more so. It's got, you can connect your Xbox remote to your PC a lot easier. It's good like that. But hear me out. If it's harder to get, it makes me want it more. Like if a girl is harder to obtain, it makes me want to try a bit harder and work towards it. If you doing all this extra stuff like bondage, BDSM, all this stuff is cool and all, but I'm vanilla. I like missionary, man. Like I just want the basic. I want Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank, Ratchet and Bandicoot. That's what I want. Xbox be like, we're gonna pump out Halo Infinity.
There's more.
Go ahead. There's more. There's variety. There's Left 4 Dead and stuff like that. There's a lot of PC stuff. There's a lot of variety. But like, I like what I know, man. Like, I'm like one of them 80-year-old black men that just see something and just like, it didn't used to be like this. That's me.
Definitely get that, but this is the thing. I think Xbox is enticing PlayStation users to buy Series. PlayStation is enticing
the digital
alternative.
Yeah, that's fair. I get you. That's very fair.
Alone is going to have PlayStation users like, oh yeah, I spent $bucks on a PlayStation. For Xbox user is going to be, I don't think many Xbox users are going to be like, I just spent this $500. 400 to.
Yeah, that's fair. I give you that. That's fair. I can't even argue with that one.
I think one thing too is thinking about just like the multiplayer too, right? And so I've gone back and forth on this, and it's like, all right, and correct me if I'm wrong. PlayStation, what is that? PlayStation Network is free, correct? And
no, it's not.
No.
No. No,
that's how
you a liar.
PS3, I think they started charging around.
Yeah, there ain't shit free on PlayStation anymore.
There's shit free on Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. Only thing free is actual PC. That's it.
That's
true.
Crazy. Well, there you go.
And that goes back to my question. If you got PC, why bother other than for the PlayStation exclusives?
There's no need. Xbox don't even got Left 4 Dead no more. There's no need. I sold in my Xbox just to play Apex Legends on a PC because it's better. I refuse.
They're switching to digital.
They can switch these hands across their chin. I don't care what they're doing. I got a PC.
The Xbox is already established. They are now coming like, I think I could get with that. Now, yeah, they've had the bigger fan base for longer. You have to do something to like. Well, I guess they don't because all of their.
Yeah. I'm a big Halo fan too, so that's why I buy the Xbox, to be honest. But I can't justify getting the Xbox when I got a PC unless they stop releasing PC games and Xboxes simultaneously. Then I get an Xbox. But PS4 is pretty stubborn with releases. Like I still ain't got Ghost of Tsushima on PC. That's why I got a PS4. So that's like, yeah.
Xbox is about phone. You can play on your laptop. You can play on your PC if you. They're about establishing a bigger fan base, not about homes right now.
That's like.
Let's be careful. Let's be careful when you say that because we all know how Google Stadia was, currently is with the way it's running. So when you try to play an Xbox game on your phone, are you sure that you're not going to run into the exact same issue just because you got Xbox Game Pass?
Is he talking?
What were the issues that you were running into specifically with Stadia?
Like the lag.
I have a Stadia here because I'm stupid. So I bought the Stadia. I actually was the first 100 people to get a Stadia, which probably the only 100 people that still play it. I bought it so I could review it just to see how it was. So the issue here is that they're streaming the game. You don't actually have the physical game. You're streaming it. So when you download a game and install it into your console, you get the updates and stuff like that. It's like Netflix. So there's always input lag. There's always an issue. You can move it anywhere you want to, basically. But, do you want to if you ain't got that kind of connection? Because it doesn't connect instantly to everything. It's garbage. It's like it's trash.
Yeah, but that's because they're trying to take a console or at least some version of a console and put it into cell phones. Cell phones are not built to do that. That's not what as great as they are right now, trying to take all of that data to push through into a cell phone, it's a struggle sometimes depending on what kind of phone you are just to get, a certain clip just to load up correctly depending on, what that phone is. So trying to push a game through there, that's why I didn't really, I've read and kind of looked up some stuff on Stadia, but I'm not really buying it. I think it's just going to be one of those that'll be here for a little while and then kind of go away. So
that's my same concern with the Xbox Game Pass because they're preaching the exact same thing that you're able to do on your phone and tablets and all that shit. But we already saw what that's going to end up turning into unless they have some type of crazy innovation that's going to make that all different.
Xbox is only. I don't think Game Pass is only trying to get you to. I think Game Pass is just. They can't have Xbox or I can't have a Sentinel cell phone, and I have homies that play Monster Hunter World with me just fine.
Right, but you're talking about through a console, right? But that's something that's coming through a console or through PC, but not necessarily through a phone. I'm just talking about just specifically for the bragging purposes of trying to play any type of game on a phone or a tablet. Like,
Who has the console? He works in a cell phone and his controller, and he whips it out at lunch and sits out in the back stoop and plays it.
oh, he has, whoa. And this is through Xbox Game Pass? Like, that shit is like fully released and everything?
Game Pass, like we.
Oh, we're talking about Xbox. I didn't know that. That's good. That's really good. I mean, great.
Yeah, I've done that where I've taken my I take my controller and I have my laptop, and I literally take my laptop and I can go anywhere and I can literally just play whatever I need to play. Sometimes, depending, it's really more on whatever internet that you're connected to. So whatever that speed is, if it can handle it, you'll be.
I guess we're in for something different, something better. They do have those bragging rights. So now, unless you guys had any other comments related to next gen consoles and gameplay, we can go ahead and hop into this next topic.
Let's hop in.
All right. So